Hi. It's such a beautiful day out. I had to come outside to do this. So I'm on my porch, my new porch here, and Mios is inside, but I'm sure that he'll be making himself known in a little bit, knocking on the door and all that good stuff that he does. But it's just a beautiful day out, and so I thought, why don't I do my vlog from the porch? You may hear some extraneous background noises, but it's pretty peaceful here. Beautiful view. Just even though I'm still in the city, there's like trees along here, so it's nice and quiet, and it makes me feel like I'm in the country a little bit. Even though I'm just on the other side of the buildings is lots of stores and things really close by. Sorry about my wet hair. I took it easy this morning and just relaxed because I did a bunch of homework last night and still have a lot more to do before I go back to work tomorrow, but I have a lot to fill you in on. I had my 4-month checkup with the doctor this week, and to my surprise, I met the goal. Not only met the goal, I exceeded the goal by 2 pounds, despite everything that's been going on, despite the month-long stall. I somehow made it. And I explained to the doctor what had been going on, and he was just totally surprised because for me to still make the goal and to have gone through all of this and still stuck with it is a pretty big deal, and I think it's a pretty big deal too. There's a bug crawling over there. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Anyway, stats started out the journey at 394. Surgery weight was 320, and that was after the liquid diet amount. I found out I've been kind of doing this wrong. I really should be including the liquid diet because their amount at the doctor's office is pre-liquid diet surgery weight, like the day that I started the liquid diet kind of thing. And so they're clocking me as having lost more weight since surgery than I have, and that's why my current weight, are you ready for this? 261.2. I lost 7.2 pounds this week. Stall, boom, big loss. I don't, last week it was 5 pounds. So yeah, right at the last minute, I dropped all the weight. I don't understand. All I want to know is that I'm going down and it's continuing to go down. I have though been doing some soul searching this week. With everything that's been happening, it's normal to contemplate life in general and what has brought me to this position in my life. And well, of course, I wanted to have some therapy, so I did a little retail therapy. Went to my favorite store, had $50 in consignment credit, and bought some new clothes, including 3 new dresses for the concerts this week. And I did another different video on the haul from Secondhand Curves, so if you want to see the cool stuff I got, you can look in there. But I also went to a couple other stores. Now, quite honestly, since I've been larger, I stopped going to stores. I was very self-conscious about being the biggest person, even in the Lane Bryants, even in the Catherines. I always felt like I was the biggest person there. I went into Torrid yesterday, and I went into Catherine's because I decided I needed to get a bra that fits, because none, I repeat, none of my bras are, well, let's just say the girls have been sagging pretty bad. So I'm like, I need to go for a fitting. Who will do a fitting? And so I went up to Rockford, and I was like, well, I'll check out Torrid. Never been there. I have a few of their clothes from the secondhand shop, but let me check this place out. Well, they have some really neat, cool stuff. Prices are pretty high. The same as Catherine's. Prices are pretty high there too. To my surprise, though, Torrid, when they fit me, the bra, their sizes of bras are way different than Catherine's or Lane Bryant or Women Within and Romans and all of those, which is where I had been getting my undergarments from. Torrid placed me in a very, very, very large cup size, and I don't think I'm quite that big, because they actually had me as being bigger than I was before surgery, except for, you know, the round was smaller, but the cup size, they actually had me as bigger, and I'm like, I don't know about this. Well, anyway, they were super busy, and they didn't have my cup size in stock, and so we tried one that was a few cup sizes smaller. Was not happy with the result. So I walked down the mall to Catherine's and was sized there. They told me a size that was much more conducive to what I had been. Surprisingly, the girls are still there, but a little bit smaller, but not as much smaller as I thought. And now that I have the, well, of course, okay, this is going to be kind of weird. See? They're there. Sorry about that. That just seemed kind of strange after I did it. Maybe I'll just edit that out. But got some bras that fit, and so I spent about $200 there, but which is much more than I was expecting to. But at least I have some bras that fit now, and with the concert coming up, I figured that would probably be something to check into. So I think I got either 4 or 6 pairs, I can't remember, but it'll last me for a while anyway. And then they had some capris, and since none of my capris fit anymore, and I'm still kind of in between what I got at the sale, and I'm not quite into those yet, but I'm getting really close. I got 1X's. Yeah. And it was really kind of funny. When I was in the store, I was looking around, and I wasn't the biggest person in there anymore. In fact, came to the sad realization that it won't be much longer, and I won't be able to shop at my favorite consignment shop because I'll be too small. Now she has expanded. She goes down to a size 12, which is what I expect to end up at around a 10 or 12. I don't feel realistic thinking I'm going to go down to an 8 or a 4 or anything like that, because I am a tall person and bigger boned than people expect. Sorry, there's a little bug flying around here. It's the only problem with taping outdoors. Now, if you're hearing sounds, Mio's over here in the window trying to figure out what I'm doing. But it was quite the realization that I wasn't the only one there. And then I'm like, wait a minute, do I really look good in these clothes? Am I picking things that are going to work well for me? I got a little distracted, so I called Rachel in, the owner of Secondhand Curves, when I was trying on the dresses there, and I'm like, I need your opinion. I trust your fashion sense. Please help me. And I tried on a size 16 dress, and I'm like, this isn't gonna fit. This can't fit. I haven't fit into a 16 since high school. And I put it on, and it was form-fitting, shall we say, around the girls and on the arms, but I actually wanted it tighter on the arms because when I'm conducting, this flops around a lot. And so I wanted something that would kind of hold it in while I'm conducting the kids. And through the waist and through the hips, it wasn't tight at all. And so I called Rachel in, and I'm like, what do you think? Do you think this fits me? And she's like, yes, I do. And I'm like, but it's a 16. How can a 16 fit me? And she's like, it fits you. And then we talked about shapewear, which is another thing that's new to me. Ouch. There's the little kitty in the window. The shapewear thing that is new to me, I bought some shapewear, but I haven't worn it yet because when I was bigger, one thing about me is that things were pretty smooth. But now that I'm losing weight, I've got like rolls, and so that's kind of throwing me a little bit. And so that's another area that I have to start thinking about too, or at least until plastic surgery time. But for now, I just dealing with these changes. I was working out at the gym, and there was a guy who was watching me, and at first I was super self-conscious, and I'm like, is my bathing suit fitting right? Is something popping out? You know, why does this guy keep looking at me? And I wouldn't accept the fact that he was looking at me because he was looking at me, and it wasn't a bad thing. But I'm just like, kind of feel self-conscious about it still. So my word of advice to you is, when you, after you've lost weight, take a very trusted friend with you to go shopping. Trust their eyes, because quite honestly, you'll still see yourself through your big girl eyes. And I'm just now starting to accept that my body doesn't look that bad. You know, yes, I've got some droopy stuff and I don't like that, but I have a neck now. I didn't look back at some of my earlier videos. I did not have a neck. In fact, it was like this most of the time, you know. I used to call my head my toe that stuck out of my shoulders, because it just reminded me of a big toe instead of a head. Even sometimes when certain ways I hold my head, my neck still feels thick, but, oh, that's the other thing. I did the measurements. I have lost 46.5 inches from my neck, my bust, my waist, and my hips. 17 inches alone off my hips. Blew my mind. But things are happening. Things are happening. They're happening fast, and I'm just going to keep rolling with it, because I don't know how long that it'll keep going this way. But my next goal, which is in 3 months, I have my next doctor's visit. I only need to lose about 25 pounds in that time. I've already lost, well, pretty much 4 pounds towards it. And so hopefully this will keep going, and I can like just go back and have them be totally amazed at how much I've lost and that I'm doing it healthy. He did have me speak to the nutritionist, because after I told him my concerns with everything happening in my life, he's like, we don't usually have you meet with a nutritionist, but I'm going to have you talk with one of them, because I think it's important that you stay focused, because this is the time when people get relaxed about things. Oh, I'm looking good, you know, things are going well. Kind of lean back a little bit, come off of the diet, not pay as much attention. I'm not going to do that. I'm still logging everything in MyFitnessPal. And I talked to her and found out that I did the right thing by upping my calories. That's what got things jump-started. I am now eating just over, well, between 950 and 1,050 calories right now. I reset my FitnessPal for 1,200 so that I don't, because I kept getting fixated on the sub areas, you know, the macronutrient parts of things, and I need to not focus on that. I need to just get the overall thing going. So, hope that your day is as beautiful as it is here today. I should just take a picture out front here, and so you can see what my view is like right now. Things aren't totally in bloom yet, but they are beautiful. And I see an egg on the ground. Oh, actually, some of the flowers down here are in bloom, so I'll take a picture of those so you can see a little bit about what's going on. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.